Monday School is a chance for Wally to share what he learned at church and prove that he went.
If you've spent a lot of time in church, you know a lot of the stories that are going to come up, and you think, okay, I know this story. But I love when I'm surprised by parts of a story I never knew before and kind of how they interact. And that was the case this past week. And we're in Mark chapter 14, and Jesus is at a dinner party that Simon, the leper that Jesus had healed, was hosting. I never knew that. This is that famous party where Mary, she's the sister of Martha and Lazarus, where she falls at the feet of Jesus and she anoints his feet with the most expensive oil of the day. And she didn't sprinkle it on, she poured it out on him lavishly. And Mary was completely devoted, and it cost her something of value. I mean, this perfume was, they said, worth a year's salary, and it was used for kings and priests or the dead, which is actually significant as well. Because if you think about it, Jesus was all of those things, which I find fascinating. The irony was the disciples rebuked her for wasting such a precious commodity, and they even tried to Jesus juke her. They're like, you're wasting this, and we could use it for the poor, and you're just pouring it out on the floor. And I love this, though, because Jesus flips the script on them and is like, hey, the poor are always going to be with you. You can do something for them anytime you like. Yeah. Mary knows that I'm not going to always be here. And so she is showing her love now. And he's like, that's what you guys should be doing. They missed that note, But it was funny because following Jesus will cost you something. It could be time, it could be money, it could be position. Anything worthwhile has a cost associated to it, and our faith really isn't any different. And there was another fun fact that I learned here. I never had put this together before, but it was after this party that Judas went to the priest to betray Jesus for money. Oh. I know. So I didn't know that. So you've got Mary giving everything to Jesus, and Judas condemning her for doing that, yet he goes out right after this and then betrays Jesus. I mean, that's super hypocritical.
Right. And that's something that we don't realize the timeline on.
The timeline of the stuff in the Bible, when you connect stuff, it's fascinating. And it makes each of the parts of the story jump out. I mean, think about it. Have we seen people profit off of Jesus today while others are giving everything, to serve in his name? And the question is really simple. Who do we not just want to be? That's an aspiration, but rather who will we choose to be? That takes intention. And I think that was kind of my takeaway from the Monday School this week.